everybody, welcome to Tortilla Talk Tuesday, except it's not Tuesday, it's Friday. Got you good. I didn't do a Tortilla Talk Tuesday this week, and I missed it, so I'm going to do one today. You guys know the drill. I'm just going to answer all of your burning questions from the comments below, and I am not going to do much editing. It's going to be raw, unedited footage of me talking to you about fascinating things like my favorite dinner to cook, and what Taylor Swift songs I like, or how to tumble rocks. Riveting information, thrilling content. Speaking of rocks, I want to show you some polished rocks today because I finished polishing some rocks over the weekend and then I never showed them to you, so I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Let me show you some of my pretty rocks that I polished. Look at all my beautiful rocks. They are so pretty. Oh my gosh, I made them in a swirly shape. Isn't that so fun? All right, you guys, this is one of my favorite rock tumbling sessions just because it's so colorful and they are so freaking shiny. I am obsessed. So we've got the grays and the purples, blacks, blues, greens. We even have some browny poopy colors leading into our reds, into our oranges, into our pinks, into our whites. Oh my goodness, look at these gorgeous ladies. So now I'm going to show you some of my favorites from this tumbling session. Let's start off with this big honker. How pretty is this? It looks like fall leaves or like gold flakes stuck inside glass. I don't know. I am obsessed with the layers and the beauty of this Gorgina orange and red and white rock. Here is a root beer agate. We have a lot of these on the beaches that I go to, and they polish really, really well, and sometimes they have really cool designs in them. Here's a cute little bluish agate type rock. See that little agate window in there? So fun. Also, ew, please ignore my disgusting fingernails and skin and just grossness. Like, I'm literally so embarrassed, so just ignore that and don't look at it. But look at this pretty purple rock. It sparkles. This is a fun little green pink rock that I think I'm going to use as like a guitar pick. It's so cute. I don't know what this rock is. I just love the shape of it, and I had a lot of green rocks in this tumbling session. Here's another one that's really pretty. Just reminds me of like a forest or moss or something like that. Here's a beautiful sodalite rock. I'm obsessed with these every time I tumble them. They're such a pretty bright blue. Here's a nice orange nugget. I think it's just orange quartz, but you guys like to call these potatoes. And here's a little pink quartz. Again, y'all call these potatoes. And this rock's so cool. It's got all these weird like cracks and veins in it, but it's purple and silver and gold. I just love this one. It's such a beauty. And here's a pretty red rock. I love this little red jasper. This one I actually found on the beach a few months ago, and it was already like partially polished. It looked like someone had polished it and then thrown it back into the ocean or something like that. It did have a bunch of cracks in it though, so I retumbled it from start to finish, and it turned out really nice. And that's all the rocks from this tumbling session. Goodbye. It's been a while since we looked at rocks together, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have some footage from last night. There was this big fun like festival party that we went to called Fiesta. I went last year with Flynn, but this year we got to take the babies, and I also love that I still call them babies even though they are 2.5. We got to take the twins. Everyone had a really good time, but we definitely stayed up past their bedtime, and so everyone was delirious by the time we got home. But yeah, Fiesta is this really, really fun tradition that happens every year in the city. It's really awesome, and it's really fun, and it's just a big party for a few days. You get confetti eggs, and you smash them on each other's heads, and there's incredible music and dancing and talent just all over, and it's just fabulous. I love it. It's so fun. So Eric started the weekend off right, and he got confetti eggs for us to smash on each other's heads. So the kids had a lot of fun doing that. And then we went to this event where there was music and dancing and delicious food and more confetti eggs, and it was really fun. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that before we get into the day.
Viva la Fiesta, guys!
Oh my God.
Viva la Fiesta!
Viva la Fiesta! Viva la Fiesta!
That is a messy one. This is insane.
I do the good.
Good job. Okay, exciting news, everybody. I found a corset top thing that I'm going to be able to wear to Chapel Roan that I kind of like. I'm going to have to alter it a little bit, but I do think it works. It's very Pink Pony Club, so I'm excited. But I can't resist putting sparkles on it. So that's what I'm working on right now. Oh no, I already messed it up. I'm actually not liking what I just did. I think I need to redo it. The lace that's on this corset has this pretty little design on it, and there's these little dots, and I thought it would be perfect for the rhinestones if I put them where the dots are on the lace. However, the rhinestones I chose are too big, and so I need to move them and put smaller rhinestones on the little dots on the lace. Oh my God, I forgot how long this takes, but I really do enjoy it. I just don't think I have time to do it right now. Hi everyone, it's much later. I'm now getting ready for bath time, and I thought we could start off Tortilla Talk a little early tonight, and I can answer some questions while I'm getting the bath ready for my kiddos. But in order to do that, I'm gonna need to find my phone. Okay, the first question is from McKenna Rose, and she said, Tortilla Talk question, was the hypnosis video you posted a few years ago real? I always go back and watch that video and my mind is constantly blown. Fun fact, I was pregnant with Flynn in that video. I don't know if I knew I was pregnant or not, I can't remember, but I know that I was newly pregnant. Pajama for the evening for Wesley. Maisie wanted to wear bluey pajamas tonight. Anyway, I need to get Flynn's pajamas. They're in the other room. But yes, I did a video where I got hypnotized, and I was really skeptical before we shot the video. I've seen like hypnosis performers and hypnosis shows in the past, but I had never been hypnotized. So I was really excited to like try it and see if it worked. And I went into it like very open-minded, very willing to accept and try out whatever this hypnosis experience was going to be. And I will say that it definitely is real. Like hypnosis is real or can be real. I don't know if every version of it is real, but for me in that experience, it did work. I was hypnotized, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Like I kind of thought like hypnosis meant like I would be in this weird trance where I would do everything the hypnotist made me do, but I would also want to do it. Like I thought I'd be like, I don't know, like mind brain washed. Yes, I love to do whatever you tell me to do. Like it wasn't like that. It was a very bizarre experience. It was kind of like I was in that in-between stage between like being awake and being asleep. Like when you're waking up from a dream or when you're just about to fall asleep, it kind of feels like that stage of time. Everything he told me to do when I was hypnotized, I did it willingly, but I wasn't asleep. I wasn't like unconscious. I was conscious, and I was also like, oh, this is crazy that I'm doing this. Like in my mind, I remember thinking like, this is wild. Like, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing this. But it was almost like my body and my mind weren't really connected, if that makes sense, which is kind of scary when you think about it. Like when he told me to eat an onion and I bit into a raw onion, which I would never do, like literally ever. Like if someone handed me a raw onion and was like, I dare you to eat this, I'll bet you this much money that you won't eat this. Like I wouldn't do it. Like I literally wouldn't do it. So I can't believe that I did that. But when he handed it to me, he said it was an apple, and I knew it was an onion immediately. I knew it was an onion, and I knew that I was eating an onion. I didn't actually think it was an apple, but I acted like it was an apple. And my facial expressions and my body reaction was like, yum. And I'm like eating it and like enjoying it. But in my mind, I remember thinking like, ew, this tastes really bad. And that's kind of what my hypnosis experience was like. It was just like, I felt like I had no inhibitions, and I was just kind of like willing to do whatever he said, which is like kind of spooky. I don't think that I would ever do that again, because now in hindsight, I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird that I was just like willing to do whatever that guy said, and I had no inhibitions about it at all. Like wasn't scared to do anything he said. Like that's kind of spooky and weird. But I also know that there's another type of hypnosis with like therapy, because there's hypnosis performers who are in the same genre as like magicians and stuff like that. And that is very different than like people who are therapists who do hypnosis, because I know hypnotherapy is like something that people really like and has been really beneficial to a lot of people. And I would totally be willing to try hypnotherapy if it was ever needed, if my therapists ever suggested that for me. But doing like performative hypnosis, I don't think I would ever do that again, because it's kind of spooky dooky. All right, let's see what the next question is. Can you sing Think of Me of Phantom of the Opera? I used to sing that all the time in my live shows, so I'm sure you can find a video of me singing it somewhere. Maybe I'll sing some songs at the end of this video, who knows. Jilly Mills said, Tortilla Talk, hey Colleen, I'm a longtime fan from Michigan, and I am out on one of the Great Lakes, and there are so many rocks here. I know, and I'm so jealous of you, because ever since my interest in rocks began, I've wanted to go to the Great Lakes. That's where all the best rocks are. Please let me know in a vlog or something, how can we support you in your new era? Is it buying old merch or just watching your videos? Thank you for everything. I I don't think you can buy old merch. If you can, I'm not seeing any of that. I don't get that money. So buy whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you or tell you to or not to buy anything, but I don't have any merch anymore. But it just honestly, the best way to support me is just like what you're doing, like watching my videos, commenting on my videos, like that means the world to me. And hopefully other things will come about in the future, projects or things that I'm doing that I'd love support on. But for now, like watching, commenting, liking, sharing, that kind of thing. Like I'm just honored to have anyone watching me in any capacities. Emma said, Tortilla Talk question, Waitress is currently my favorite musical and Dawn is my dream role. What was your favorite part about playing Dawn and what is your favorite song from the show? Also, if you have time, could you sing some songs from Waitress? Oh my gosh, I love Waitress so much. I cannot believe I got to play Dawn. That was so fun. There are so many things I could say right now because there are so many wonderful experiences being a part of that show, but some of my favorite memories were backstage. I shared a dressing room with this incredibly talented, amazing woman named Charity, who I love so much, and we just had so many wonderful like conversations and heart-to-hearts, and she's just a wonderful, beautiful person. I love her dearly, and so most of my favorite memories are just with her in the dressing room and also backstage with Todrick and funny things that happened on stage when I was performing with Todrick. I think one of my favorite parts of the show was at the end of the show, the lead of the show, Jenna, finally like stands up for herself against someone who is not great to her. And I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it's a really powerful moment. And to be on stage and hear the audience kind of gasp and like be proud of her. I don't know. There's just this really powerful, magical moment with the women in the audience and the women on stage. It was so beautiful. I can't explain it. It was really magical. I was brought to tears every night on stage, just hearing audible gasps and out of my peripheral vision, seeing women weep in the audience and seeing a bit of themselves in the story they were watching on stage, or you tell they were being inspired to do something because of the story that was being told on stage. And it was just really beautiful to be a part of something like that. And I feel so lucky and grateful and unworthy of that whole experience. And I could talk about it forever. But I sing some songs from Waitress. I don't know, maybe if I have time, but I'll probably forget. Midnight said, Tortilla Talk question, did your twins become more cuddly? I was watching your 1-year update on the twins and you had said the twins don't like to cuddle. I have boy-girl twins, oh my gosh, who are 9 months old and they are not really cuddly. Please tell me there's hope for my cuddly babies. Okay, listen to me right now. I'm not a fortune teller, so I cannot tell you what your babies are going to do, but I can tell you what my babies did. I was pretty heartbroken that my babies were not cuddly. I had Flynn first, and Flynn was the cuddliest baby in the world. And so when I had twins and I took them home from the NICU and they did not want to be touched, they didn't want their hands held. They wanted me to hold them, but even when I held them, they were like kind of like would arch their back away from me. And not just me, like anyone who touched them, anyone who held them, they were not cuddly kids. And I was really, really sad about that because I knew I wasn't gonna have any more kids. And I was like, oh my gosh, my last experience having babies and they're not gonna be cuddly. This is so bizarre and sad for me. But let me tell you, those kids are the cuddliest toddlers on planet Earth. I don't know when the shift happened. It was somewhere between 1 and 2 years old where they just switched and suddenly they were so cuddly. Maisie is like the cuddliest cuddle bug. She wants to cuddle all night. She wants to cuddle all day. Wesley will just melt into you. Maisie will give you hugs and just melt on your, oh my God, those kids are cuddly. They fight over who's gonna cuddle me. I'm so happy. I love my cuddly little kids and there's hope for your future. And hopefully it'll be similar to my situation where you'll finally have those cuddly twins to the point where there will be times you're like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. They're like smothering me. They're cuddling me so much. And you're gonna have to remind yourself, hey, you wanted this so badly and now you have it. So appreciate the smotherings. And I hope that for you. I wish that for you. And when my twins were babies, I got comments from people saying like, don't say your twins are not going to be cuddly kids. Like my kids weren't cuddly. And then when they got older, they got really, really cuddly. And that's what happened to me. So people told me that when my twins were babies and they weren't cuddly. I did not believe them and it did happen. So I'm not trying to get your hopes up. I don't know what's going to happen with your twinsies, but I'd say between 1 and 2 years old, somewhere in there, they began to get really, really cuddly. And now they're the cuddliest little 2.5-year-olds on the planet. My SD card is full, so I'm going to call it a night here, but maybe I'll play some songs on the piano because I got a few little song requests and that's how we'll end the day, the night. I don't know. I love you guys. Thanks for watching and I will see you tomorrow. Will I? A couple days? I don't know. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hey guys, so I did end up singing a bunch of songs last night, but I sang for too long and there's just too much footage to put in here. Also, I need to shave my armpits. Oh my God. Anyway, I'll show you a little sneak peek of the songs that were requested in the Tortilla Talk questions, but I'll save all of the singing that I did for a separate video. I'll either post that tomorrow or in the next vlog or something like that. But just know there's a very long musical theater karaoke video coming from me soon. I'm just not going to put it in here because it's just going to make this video too long. All right, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye! She is messy, but she's kind. She is love. time. She's all this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She's gone, but she used to be mine. Flowers fade, the fruits of summer fade. They have their season, so